In this lesson, the eighth module, we are exploring why and how to challenge your comfort level. Everything you have learned so far about the ABC framework is aimed at consistently and predictably achieving goals that are important and relevant to you. Today, we focus on the truth that all meaningful changes require challenging a person's comfort level. Although it may feel easier and less confrontal, change is a disruptive affair. Whether it is a fear or lack of confidence, most will not challenge themselves until they guide them to set loftier goals and leave their comfort zone. So, today we discuss how you push yourself to move beyond your comfort level in the most effective way. So, let's get started and look at how to challenge your comfort level. Comfort level. A comfort level is simply your current pattern of behaviors and conditioning that minimizes your perceived level of risk and stress. Everyone likes to have comfort. We tend to be comfortable with what we know and who we know. Most of us are very uncomfortable with the unknown or uncertainty. So, even if we are not happy where we are, at least we know it and take some comfort in the familiarity. In the corporate world, employees tend to complain. They might complain about everything about a job, but the minute is announced that the company is going to make changes, they should be happy, right? But not always. If they don't like anything about the company and they are always complaining, then changing those things should be a good thing. But those same employees are now complaining more and more about the stress that they are gaining from the change that is coming. They may not like the way their work is set up, but they are uncomfortable with what they are used to, more comfortable with familiar pain. The phrase, the devil you know is better than the devil you don't, comes to mind because you might not be happy where you are, but you think it could always be worse. There are many reasons you tend to stay in your comfort zone. The first is a fear of failure. Now, if you do not take risks, then you cannot fail. But always avoiding risk is a form of failure in itself. As you don't get an opportunity to succeed or learn whatever the outcome, you are missing out on what life has to offer. You may fear effort, pain, or discomfort. For example, lifting weights hurts in the beginning. You are using untrained muscles in a new way. So many people are reluctant to start. They need to find reasons such as going to gym with a friend or group of friends. They now have an added social incentive to do it as well. Another reason to stay in your comfort zone is actually the fear of success. It sounds strange, but to many, this may sound counterintuitive. But some are not comfortable with success. They are wary of the increased attention, expectations, and responsibilities that may come with success. Many people also fear criticism. One thing that keeps many people from dancing or singing is the fear of criticism. Nobody wants to be made fun of or laughed at maliciously. Deal with inevitable criticism by finding internal validation instead of valuing external validation. So, why don't we just live in comfort? Why do we have to stir things up? Because these are negative consequences to staying comfortable. Not taking risks mean you will never discover the potential of your true self. As a result, you will end up postponing life goals and not doing the difficult things that are often necessary to get there. When you find comfort in your routine, you tend to lose your keen ability to be mindful and aware. Most growth and learning takes place outside of your comfort zone. You will not reach your big dreams since these naturally exist outside of your comfort zone. Or you are not dreaming big enough if your dreams can be accomplished inside your comfort zone. By pushing just the right amount, a person can expand their comfort zone without breaking it and become too distressed. Too much, too fast can cause issues and cause them to snap back to their previous equilibrium inside their comfort level or cause negative emotions, thoughts, and behaviors. With practice, a person's comfort level can be expanded so their new equilibrium will be to challenge themselves more. Remember, just a mother bird pushes her young to fly, a good coach pushes their clients to beyond their perceived limits, although in a less Darwinian way. A lot of about challenging your comfort level is simply showing faith in yourself. You must always feel comfortable to report your success and failures to you. If it ends up being too much, then you can take a step back and find a better action item for that you will be able to handle. Think of a comfort level as a big circle, and everything inside the circle is what you are comfortable doing. Pushing past the circle will actually help the circle stretch and grow bigger and become more flexible. So, you become comfortable with more things and more experiences and more challenges. But if you are not challenging your comfort level, then you tend to move closer and closer to the center of the circle, and the circle starts to contract and get smaller and smaller and more rigid. Your choices and options shrink. You become complacent and stagnant. These are not positions conducive to change. Soon, you get to the point where you only eat certain foods from certain places. You will only buy certain clothes. Even as lifestyle changes, you still want what you were comfortable wearing many years ago. We see this a lot of people grow older and they remain more comfortable. They cannot handle experiences outside of their new smaller circle of comfort. Make no mistake, this is not necessarily wrong. It may suit some people. If someone is traumatized, for example, sometimes it is better to help settle into a safe spot first before looking at expanding horizons again. But for most, unless there is a deliberate or thoughtful reason, they should be prompted to test and expand their circle of comfort, as this is where the true discovery growth lies. If you know that there are many benefits to moving past your comfort level, it will be easier to challenge to do so. You will have fewer regrets. Rarely do people say on your deathbed, I wish I had not, but most say, I wish I had. So, the real regret is that you did not do something, that you did not try something, that you did not experience something. You can only do those things if you are willing to move outside of your comfort zone. In the process, you will probably also inspire others. Just as we are inspired when we see someone overcome a challenge or accomplish something unique, so too you can inspire family, friends, and colleagues to do something great. This is not only good for their self esteem, but it is good for their community and humanity. As a result, you have personal control of your life. Instead of being confined within your circle of comfort, once you break free, you realize you can be free and trade the short term feeling of discomfort for the long term feeling of success. You will become more productive too. Comfort kills productivity. When we get too comfortable, we lose the drive and the ambition to do much because we are already comfortable. So, why do more? Those who are not challenged may become bored with their life. They may not recognize it as boredom. Some may call it a rut, frustration, lack of purpose, shortage of opportunities, and so forth. The labels are different, but in many cases, the root cause is the same. To challenge out of your comfort zone, you make a game of it. Gamification is a proven effective way to incentivize oneself. One idea is to give small rewards. Rewards can be permission to do other things, such as eat an extra snack this week since you met your exercise goals, or take a leisure day. There are often small priced items that some people will not buy for themselves, or their spouse may not want them to spend money on it. But you could give it to them as a reward for meeting their goals by using such a point system. On this note, be mindful of the code of ethics that apply to your practice. So go ahead, challenge yourself. It is for your own good. Expand your boundaries. In this way, at the appropriate place in the ABC framework is designed to take you through the process in the correct order, starting with awareness, accountability, audit, big goals. These are the prerequisites that you have to do first to know when, where, and how to challenge yourself. Depending on the unique goals and abilities, you need to be challenged differently. Challenging comfort level is different for everyone because you have a different level of comfort, a different tolerance for change, and different goals. With this important point, we conclude our lesson on challenging your comfort levels. Final thoughts before we go. For now, we have completed all of the steps in the ABC framework but one. You know how to move in a structured process from creating self awareness, auditing, and taking accountability, and setting goals to change your boundaries of comfort so that you have the best chance of being successful. You even understand that personal growth is a progressive, systematic process with all steps important. With this important realization, you are well on your way to becoming an excellent person with many successful journey. The next and final lesson in the module is all about competence mastery, an important concept to help build the skills necessary to support achieving your goals. But before you join the next lesson, please remember to do the reflection and practical exercises first. Until next time, keep up the good work and let happiness be a choice